You won't believe what just went down in Harlem. Jim Jones has officially dropped a bomb that's sending shockwaves through the streets and the entire hip-hop community. In a series of explosive statements, Jones didn't hold back, exposing secrets about Cameron and Freekey Zekey that nobody saw coming. From betrayal allegations to financial disputes, he's lifting the curtain on the inner workings of Dipset, and the reactions are already insane. Fans are going wild online. Debates are erupting in comment sections, and the energy is nothing short of chaotic. This isn't just another rap beef, it's history in the making. Jim Jones has always been known for speaking his truth, but this time, he's taking it to a whole new level, directly challenging his longtime collaborators. The tension between Jones, Cameron, and Freekey Zekey is palpable, and every clip, every word, every reaction is fueling the fire. Harlem streets are buzzing, and even insiders are weighing in on what this could mean for Dipset's legacy. If you think you know the full story of Dipset drama, think again. This revelation opens up a whole new chapter of conflicts, alliances, and shocking truths that fans are scrambling to piece together. Stick around, because in this video, we're breaking down every shocking moment, reaction, and hidden detail that Jim Jones just exposed. Trust me, you do not want to miss a second of this chaos, because Harlem will never be the same again. From the moment Jim Jones made those explosive claims, the streets of Harlem have been in absolute chaos. Social media blew up within minutes. Fans, rappers, and insiders alike started sharing clips, screenshots, and reactions, trying to piece together the story. People are dissecting every word Jones said, trying to figure out what this could mean for Dipset and the future of Cameron and Freekey Zekey's relationship with him. The tension has reached levels that haven't been seen in years, and everyone is watching to see how this will play out. Insiders claim this feud has been simmering for months behind closed doors. Sources close to Dipset reveal that disagreements over financial matters, loyalty issues, and creative control have been causing friction between Jones, Cameron, and Freekey Zekey. While these details were previously under wraps, Jones decided to bring everything into the open, and the reactions have been brutal. People are calling it a Harlem earthquake, with some fans taking sides and others just hoping for peace. But peace seems like the last thing on anyone's mind right now. Social media reactions have been wild. Clips from Jones' interviews and statements are going viral on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Hashtags like #DipsetDrama, #JimJones, #Cameron, and #HarlemChaos started trending within hours. Comment sections are filled with fans debating every angle, who's in the wrong, who's telling the truth, and whether this feud could permanently fracture Dipset. Some fans argue that this could be the beginning of a full-scale public fallout, while others believe that this is just classic rap politics, where tension always exists but loyalty ultimately holds. Even other Harlem rappers are getting pulled into the drama. Max B, who has a history with Jim Jones, reportedly commented on the situation online, fueling speculation and adding more layers to the story. Meanwhile, Freekey Zekey has remained mostly silent, choosing instead to let Jones' words speak for themselves. Cameron, however, did release a cryptic message on social media that left fans wondering if he's about to respond in a big way. The streets are buzzing, and every post, every story, and every comment is being scrutinized for clues about what's next. Part of what makes this situation so explosive is the history between these artists. Jim Jones and Cameron have been central figures in Harlem's rap scene for decades. Their ups and downs have always been public knowledge, but this latest drama seems to go beyond old rivalries. It feels like a breaking point. Fans are remembering past beefs, old interviews, and unreleased footage, all trying to understand how this feud escalated to such a level of public exposure. Rumors about financial disagreements, loyalty disputes, and unspoken grudges are now being discussed openly for the first time. Another critical factor is the Harlem community itself. The city has always been a hub for rap culture, and Dipset has played a huge role in shaping its sound and image. When a feud like this erupts, it doesn't just stay in the recording studios or podcasts, it spills into the streets. Fans are sharing stories, attending shows, and debating loyalties in real time. The energy is intense, and the city feels like it's holding its breath to see who will make the next move. While some are treating this as entertainment, others see serious implications. Industry insiders warn that if these tensions aren't resolved, it could affect upcoming projects, collaborations, and even the public image of Dipset as a collective. Record labels, promoters, and event organizers are reportedly paying close attention to the situation, assessing how it could impact ticket sales, streaming numbers, and media coverage. Every move Jones, Cameron, or Freekey Zekey makes over the next few weeks could change the narrative completely. Adding to the drama is the podcast reactions. Popular hip-hop podcasts, including Joe Budden's and others covering Harlem culture, have been dissecting every clip and statement. Fans are tuning in by the thousands to hear breakdowns, opinions, and predictions. Joe Budden himself commented that this feud won't end anytime soon, noting the deep-rooted history and the personal stakes involved. His analysis has sparked even more debate, with fans agreeing and disagreeing in equal measure. Every reaction feeds the hype, making the story bigger by the hour. Even the music itself is now part of the conversation. Unreleased freestyles, snippets of studio sessions, and old tracks are being analyzed for hidden messages, subliminal shots, or references to this drama. Fans are listening to lyrics in ways they never did before, trying to decode every bar. Suddenly, old songs that may have seemed harmless are now being interpreted as shots fired or warnings from one artist to another. This adds an entirely new layer of intensity to an already explosive feud. It's clear that this is more than just a personal beef. It's a cultural moment. Dipset has always been a symbol of Harlem's influence on hip-hop, and when internal drama surfaces, it naturally draws attention from fans all over the world. You can see this reflected in the comment sections, the social media discussions, and even in international rap forums. People are fascinated not just by the personalities involved, but by the power dynamics, loyalty issues, and the business side of things that are now exposed. So far, no official reconciliation has been announced. Jim Jones continues to push the narrative, while Cameron's responses remain measured and cryptic. Freekey Zekey's silence only adds fuel to the speculation. Industry watchers are keeping a close eye, and fans are eagerly anticipating the next move, whether it's a diss track, an interview, or a public confrontation. Every second counts, and the tension keeps growing with each passing day. One thing is certain. This is a defining moment for Dipset and Harlem rap culture. It's a reminder that fame, loyalty, and power often collide, creating drama that the world can't look away from. For fans, it's thrilling, shocking, and sometimes even overwhelming, but that's exactly why everyone is glued to this story. Harlem is watching, the industry is watching, and now, so are you. In the next part, we'll break down Cameron and Freekey Zekey's possible responses, insider theories, and the potential fallout that could change Harlem's rap scene forever. The story is far from over, and things are about to get even more intense. As the fallout from Jim Jones' revelations continues, Harlem and the hip-hop community are still reeling from the shockwaves. Social media platforms are flooded with reactions, fan theories, and heated debates over the claims Jones made about Cameron and Freekey Zekey. Every clip, snippet, or statement is being dissected for hidden meaning, leaving fans speculating about what might happen next. The tension isn't just online, it's spilling into the streets, where loyalty, reputation, and respect are everything. Industry insiders are weighing in on the situation, offering insight into how long-simmering disputes could have erupted into this public spectacle. Sources close to the situation suggest that money disputes, creative differences, and questions of loyalty have been building under the surface for months, if not years. Jim Jones, known for being unfiltered and unapologetic, decided the moment had come to air grievances publicly, forcing both Cameron and Freekey Zekey to react. Observers are now watching to see if this confrontation will escalate into music, diss tracks, or even live show controversies. Fans are particularly intrigued by the possible role of outside influences. Over the past few weeks, rumors have suggested that other Harlem rappers may have been encouraging or fueling the tension between the Dipset members. Some insiders point to subtle hints in posts, comments, and public interactions that suggest alliances forming or breaking apart. Max B, who has historically had connections with Jim Jones, is rumored to have provided advice or support during this fallout, though he has stayed largely silent publicly. Similarly, Cameron's cryptic social media posts have left fans trying to read between the lines, wondering if he's planning a strategic response. The Harlem streets themselves have become a stage for this drama. Conversations at local venues, studios, and shows have all shifted to speculation about what Jim Jones revealed and whether Cameron and Freekey Zekey will counter publicly. Fans attending shows have reportedly asked performers directly about the feud, showing just how invested the community is in this saga. Every public appearance is now being scrutinized for reactions, gestures, or hints about who is winning in the ongoing tension. Podcasts and media outlets have also fueled the fire. Joe Budden, among others, has analyzed Jones' revelations, breaking down the implications of his statements and offering predictions about what could happen next. Other podcasts, including both Harlem-based and national hip-hop commentators, are analyzing the feud frame by frame. The debate isn't just about personal drama, it's about power, influence, and the hierarchy of Harlem's rap scene. Every word spoken on these platforms shapes public perception, and fans are eager to align themselves with their favorite rappers or predict the next big move. Meanwhile, the music community is now looking at old tracks and unreleased material in a new light. Fans and commentators are dissecting past freestyles, interviews, and collaborations for subliminal shots or hidden messages that might indicate long-standing tensions. A verse that previously seemed harmless might now be interpreted as a preemptive strike, a warning, or a dig at Jim Jones. The analytical aspect of hip-hop has never been more intense, as listeners attempt to decode history to predict the future. The feud's intensity also highlights the importance of legacy in Harlem hip-hop culture. Dipset has been one of the most influential groups in shaping the sound, style, and attitude of Harlem rap for decades. The fact that internal disputes are now public has sparked debates about the group's legacy and the broader cultural implications. Fans are split. Some argue that airing these disputes publicly could tarnish the group's reputation, while others see it as an unavoidable part of the business and the reality of maintaining relevance in an ever-competitive industry. Sources also claim that this feud may have ramifications beyond Harlem. The industry at large is paying attention, with producers, collaborators, and other artists monitoring the situation closely. Record labels, managers, and promoters are reportedly analyzing every move to determine if the tension could affect upcoming releases, collaborations, and concerts. With every passing day, the stakes get higher, and what started as an internal conflict is now a potential industry-wide spectacle. Adding to the intensity is the question of who will break first. Jones has clearly positioned himself as the instigator in this narrative, and his unfiltered style has kept everyone guessing. Cameron has been cautious, carefully crafting messages that avoid overexposure while still making a statement. Freekey Zekey, for his part, has been more enigmatic, choosing silence over confrontation, but this silence itself is sparking speculation. Fans are analyzing his past behavior, interviews, and social media activity to try and predict if or when he will respond publicly. The impact on fans cannot be underestimated. Social media platforms are filled with clips, memes, debates, and fan edits, with thousands of viewers engaging every hour. Hashtags related to the feud are trending, fan pages are dissecting statements, and YouTube channels covering Harlem rap culture are seeing surges in engagement. This drama is not just a story, it's an event, and it's captivating fans in ways few other incidents have. Every revelation, every tease, and every subtle hint keeps viewers coming back for more. Some insiders are warning that if the feud continues to escalate, it could spill into live events or public appearances, creating situations that go beyond words and music. Given the heated history and strong personalities involved, there's real concern that tempers could flare in public spaces, studios, or concerts, making it a story that transcends social media and headlines. Fans are already speculating about potential confrontations at upcoming shows or events, and the anticipation is growing. In addition to public reactions, there's also the business angle. Contracts, royalties, and collaborations may all be affected by these disputes. Industry insiders note that long-standing financial agreements or shared ventures could be at risk, and if unresolved, this could cause ripple effects for everyone connected to Dipset and their extended network. With the stakes so high, every move by Jones, Cameron, and Freekey Zekey could influence the outcome of future projects, streams, and performances. Finally, this ongoing drama is a lesson in loyalty, power, and legacy in the hip-hop world. The fallout has revealed just how complex relationships in the rap industry can be, where friendship, business, and ego constantly collide. Fans are not just witnessing a feud, they're watching a real-life case study of how influence, respect, and strategy shape the culture. Every statement from Jones, Cameron, or Freekey Zekey is dissected, debated, and amplified, showing that in hip-hop, words carry power, and silence is just as loud. The story is far from over. The streets of Harlem remain tense, insiders are on high alert, and fans are glued to every post, clip, and hint. The feud is escalating, the stakes are higher than ever, and the next moves from Jim Jones, Cameron, or Freekey Zekey could change the narrative forever. The streets of Harlem have never been this tense. After weeks of escalating drama between Jim Jones, Cameron, and Freekey Zekey, the fallout has become impossible to ignore. Fans, insiders, and commentators are all glued to every move, every post, and every statement. The Dipset feud has gone from whispers behind closed doors to full-blown public spectacle, capturing the attention of not just Harlem, but the entire hip-hop world. The question on everyone's mind: how far will this go? Jim Jones, never one to shy away from confrontation, continues to dominate the narrative. His recent comments, social media posts, and freestyle interviews have made it clear that he's not backing down. Sources close to him reveal that his strategy has been carefully calculated. Keep the pressure on, control the narrative, and force his opponents into a reaction. Every clip he releases, every subtle dig, and every hint at past grievances is part of a broader plan to maintain leverage and assert dominance in the Harlem rap scene. Cameron, on the other hand, has been more measured. While Jim Jones is firing shots relentlessly, Cameron has taken a more strategic approach, carefully choosing when and how to respond. Fans have noticed subtle but pointed hints in his social media posts, lyrics, and interviews. Each word seems designed to send a message without overexposing himself. Industry insiders suggest that Cameron is focused on protecting his legacy while also signaling that he remains unshaken by Jones' attacks. Every fan interaction, every freestyle, and every public appearance is being scrutinized for hidden meaning. Freekey Zekey's role has been more enigmatic. Choosing silence over confrontation, he's left fans speculating about his next move. Some insiders believe this silence is tactical, allowing Jones and Cameron to exhaust themselves while maintaining his own influence behind the scenes. Others suggest that Zekey is simply weighing the risks, knowing that a misstep could hurt his reputation or reignite old conflicts. Whatever the reasoning, his absence from the public back and forth has added fuel to the fire, with every statement from Jones or Cameron prompting fan theories about potential alliances, betrayals, or surprise responses. The Harlem streets themselves have become a living narrative. Conversations at studios, clubs, and shows are dominated by the feud, with locals weighing in, sharing rumors, and speculating about the next confrontation. Fans are divided, some taking sides with Jones, others supporting Cameron, and a few rooting for Freekey Zekey to finally make a statement. The intensity of this engagement highlights the cultural significance of the feud, not just as entertainment, but as a reflection of loyalty, respect, and influence in Harlem hip-hop. Podcasts and media outlets continue to fuel the fire. Joe Budden, academics, and other high-profile commentators have broken down every clip and statement, offering predictions and analysis. Some suggest that the feud could escalate into diss tracks, surprise collaborations, or even live confrontations. Others warn that with so much history, pride, and money involved, a single misstep could have real consequences. The debate has shifted from who said what to who will make the next move, and how that will reshape Harlem's rap landscape. Behind the scenes, industry insiders are closely monitoring contracts, royalties, and collaborations. The financial implications of this feud are as significant as the personal ones. With shared ventures, streaming revenue, and joint projects at stake, every action by Jones, Cameron, or Zekey could influence income, influence, and future opportunities. Rumors suggest that lawyers and managers are already discussing contingency plans, signaling that the feud could have long-lasting business consequences beyond the music itself. The music community is also dissecting past tracks, interviews, and unreleased material, searching for hidden messages or preemptive shots. Lyrics that once seemed innocuous are now being interpreted as subtle disses or warnings. Every verse, every line, and every rhyme is analyzed, creating a layer of intrigue that keeps fans coming back for more. Social media amplifies this effect, with clips, memes, and debates spreading like wildfire across platforms, further intensifying the feud. The cultural impact of this drama cannot be overstated. Dipset has been instrumental in shaping Harlem's hip-hop identity, and the feud threatens to redefine how the group is perceived. Discussions about loyalty, respect, and legacy dominate online forums, interviews, and public conversations. Fans are not just observing a feud, they're witnessing a potential turning point in Harlem hip-hop history, where personal and professional boundaries collide in real time. As the drama escalates, alliances and rivalries beyond Dipset are also emerging. Names like 50 Cent, Max B, and others are now woven into the narrative, offering advice, commentary, or subtle interventions. Their involvement adds another layer of complexity, as fans speculate whether these connections could prevent further escalation or intensify the feud. Every public appearance by these influencers is analyzed for signs of support, criticism, or strategic alignment, keeping the story alive in the media and on the streets. In the midst of all this, the fan reaction has been explosive. Trending hashtags, viral clips, and comment threads are dominated by debates over who has the upper hand. Some fans argue that Jones' boldness has given him the advantage, while others praise Cameron's measured responses. Freekey Zekey's silence has only heightened curiosity, making his eventual move one of the most anticipated moments in Harlem rap in recent memory. This fan engagement demonstrates the enduring power of Dipset's influence and the magnetic draw of personal drama in hip-hop. As we reach the climax of this saga, one thing is clear: the feud between Jim Jones, Cameron, and Freekey Zekey is far from over. The streets are alive with speculation, industry insiders are watching every move, and fans are engaged at an unprecedented level. What started as personal grievances has evolved into a cultural event, highlighting the stakes, power dynamics, and enduring influence of Harlem hip-hop. The final takeaway: this story is a masterclass in strategy, legacy, and influence. Jim Jones' boldness, Cameron's calculated restraint, and Freekey Zekey's enigmatic silence all illustrate the delicate balance of power in hip-hop. Fans and insiders alike are learning that in this world, words carry weight, silence is strategic, and every move can have long-lasting consequences. As the dust settles, one thing remains certain: Harlem will never look at Dipset the same way again. Every listener, every fan, and every artist watching this unfold is witnessing a pivotal chapter in hip-hop history, a story of loyalty, conflict, and survival at the highest level. And while the feud may eventually cool, the lessons, reactions, and cultural ripples will resonate for years to come. The saga is not over. The streets are watching, and the next move could change everything. Stay tuned, because the Harlem drama is far from finished, and one slip, one statement, or one track could ignite the next explosive chapter.